Well, hello and welcome to Conscious Gatherers. My name is Beverly Thompson.
And I made Royce.
We welcome you this day. This day of, I have to look that up, December the 9th, 2025. And tonight's episode is 161. So we welcome you all and appreciate your being here with us. And we're going to share insights. We're going to that we were getting today, and then of course the insights later this afternoon. So really overall, it's uplifting. Even though some of this may look a little bit scary, it's not. I don't believe it is.
Yeah.
So, but we're going to share this, and it's like, okay, what does all this mean? Um, Not sure yet. Outside, the Earth, our solar system, is making huge changes.
Yeah. That's the only sign of growth.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, we can't stay the same. That's stagnation. That goes nowhere. So, we're in movement.
Constant movement. We're in big movement. So it's exciting overall, and a lot of things happening on this earth. And I guess we can go straight. Well, you know what? I guess I wrote this down because I get so into what we're talking about or want to talk about that I thought, oh, we don't even talk about who are we? We, as in Royce and me. So, and why are we here? Why are we doing these podcasts? So, well, we want to share with you all, and we feel that we have a lot to share, and a lot of things come to us, and we were asked to do this, and we obviously asked to do it too.
Yeah.
And so it's been a very interesting journey. But what is again this all about? And it's really about assisting in the awakening for all humanity, all of you, to know, each of our identities as souls or a part of Creator of all that is. And we do say this quite a bit, but we're all absolutely incredible beings of immense powers. And this is where the gathering comes in, because we're gathering within ourselves the awareness and an expansion of ourselves. Hoping you get that. And so changes are, as we said earlier, changes are happening now. So, tell if you would tell our audience a little bit more about you, Royce.
Well, my journey has been interesting, has led in a lot of different directions. I began awakening in, I believe it was 89, um, uh, by way of something a little unusual, and that was by way of uh, alien contact. And the remembrance of that having gone on all my life. Um, so it came out when it was when I was ready to handle it, I guess. And what I've learned from it has definitely led in a spiritual direction, but spiritual in the sense of the wholeness of being. Um, my view of myself and everyone else was very narrow before, but now there isn't any boundary to it at all. It's limitless, and so it's quite a neat thing to understand that and to know that deeply inside. And so I've written 2 books. When the Night Comes Creeping, that's my own spiritual story, and more than spiritual, it leads in a lot of different directions too. And Walking into the Eye of God, which is sacred geometry. Sacred geometry is just something that is inside of me. Um, I come from an engineering background, but I didn't go to school for that. It was I was kind of led into it very unusual way, which I won't go into here. But it uh, it's just something that is deep within me, and it just had to come out. If it hadn't been for going into engineering, uh, I wouldn't have been able to draw the sacred geometry that I needed to do, walking into the eye of God. And I'm working on another book, sacred geometry, and who knows when that'll be done, at some point. That's about what I can say about that. And I'm a lover of animals. I love to communicate with them and all of nature, and love to sing. And well, that's part of my story anyway.
Well, one of your stories too. She's a great artist.
Oh, I'm an artist. Yes. Forgot.
Even though you work on it daily. Can I interject here?
Yeah.
Okay. Because she'll send me some of the drawings that she's working on, or I'll say some words. She says, "Oh, I have a drawing named that," and so the drawings come to you, or they just kind of.
I'll start doodling, and it turns into something, and more times than not, they name themselves, and it'll be something really unusual that comes up sometime in the future, and then I understand why it was called that. But it's a lot of it starts off as geometric, and then blossoms out from there, as does all life. So when you study sacred geometry, you get a taste of that. So
Yeah, a lot of her pieces, and it has such an energy to it, and sometimes it's like, to be in the room. Sometimes it's almost, it's not overwhelming, but it's, you can feel it, or many people can feel it. So it's really quite dynamic.
When you put your heart into something, when you really put yourself into anything, there's energy there. So that goes
Mhm.
for not just art, but anything that we do. When we really put ourselves into it,
Lots of love.
yeah,
People can feel it.
It can be felt. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Very good. Well, thank you. Yeah, a little bit about me. Things started coming to me, or I started doing some research back in the 70s. And because of, I was like, okay, what's life all about? Blah. And I just remember getting these feelings of some of these people I knew. I thought, I know you from another life. And it was really strong. And that continued on. And then in the late or the mid 80s, I started reading some channeled material regarding the Ashtar Command, but it's really talking about the Earth, and it so resonated with me that I got so excited, because it's like I knew, yeah, I didn't know I was going to be a big part of this. So that, obviously I found out not too long after that, like, oh, there's a reason why you're seeing this now. And so I'm awakening that within me. And so that's, what we're talking to you all about, because this is awakening. We're all awakening into the more of ourselves. And because we're more than just this body. And oh my goodness, I think we did talk about that a couple of weeks, recently, one of our podcasts, saying you can be here, here, and here all at the same time. And even in this timeline.
Yeah, and how could it be any different if you're multidimensional beings?
Mm-hmm.
You know?
That's what it's really hard for people to grasp that, but
Yeah.
many people are starting to see that, and that's really what came out into what I wrote today. Um, yeah, I wasn't sure what was going to come through. So anyway, we're going to share that after a while. I've written 3 books. Excuse me. I've written 3 books called Mystery of the Universes, and they're channeled books. First one, Mystery of the Universes, a prophecy fulfilled, because I prophesied this from another lifetime and didn't know that until long after the book was done. We're actually finished the book, because I did add that in. And then went on to book 2, Mystery of the Universes, book 2, and Mystery of the Universe is book 3, and just a lot of information in there. And one thing I want to bring up, because it's written in some of the older books, that I have a website, The Gathering of Angels, and I discontinued that website years ago. So I know somebody else picked it up and it looked rather sleazy. So um, yeah,
That somebody else picked up that name.
yes,
Okay.
yeah, they picked up the name, and I'm like, no, that's not me. So, but if we, do another website, well, I'll let you know. Right now, um, maybe, especially with your artwork, that's going to be your thing now. Um, what else? I mean, there's a lot of things that I've done: energy work and balancing readings. Um, really, so you get to know yourself that much more, why things happen, etc.
Yeah, the ministerial thing, we both
Oh yeah,
both went down that road. And
hmm
I know for me that was more for learning more about myself.
yeah. I did a
Yeah,
lot too. Yes,
yeah, yeah.
yeah. I think we're both ordained in the same class in, I think, 2001, and so that continued. Well, I'm not going to say it helped me quite a bit to learn more of what's out, so called out there. What's all in there. What else? I've been an interior designer for, gosh, a really long time. Still do that. And just mostly referrals, that type of thing. And like to dabble at art, things like that. And I have
Yeah,
family, grandkids.
you did beautiful art.
Yeah. It's fun. It's fun. I can't say I'm an artist, but I
Yes,
do
you
enjoy
are.
it. But okay.
She's an artist.
Yeah, well, it's hard. Yeah, I think you get a little humble, every once in a while, but
But
maybe we're
you
getting
can.
out of this humbleness. That it might be a little bit of ego in there. It's like,
I realized a long time ago that you can humble yourself right out of existence.
yeah. Well, that you're talking about, that's the ego talking like you're not worth it. I'm like, BS.
Yeah.
So yeah, so we are definitely worth it, and so yeah, I do catch myself doing that, and it's like, okay, get over it. You're talking to other people about it. That means you do it yourself. So like, yeah, sometimes I just that slap across the face.
Just a wake up call.
It's a wake up call. So anyway, that's a little bit about us, and I just thought we'd bring that up because I usually forget to even add any of that. Like, who are you? What are you doing? So if anybody that especially is new to our podcast, so all right, shall we get into what we saw today?
Yeah.
Hmm. All right. My attention was drawn to the Earth, but to the North Pole or the Arctic Circle. And I could, as I'm looking at this, pop in anytime because were seeing this. Um, I was seeing the energy that was going counterclockwise, and it was over the whole top of the Earth, and it was moving rather quickly. I thought, what in the heck is going on up there? So um, the time, what timeline this is on, don't know.
Yeah.
But we were both seeing it. So it was just a rapid energy on the top of our globe. I do feel there was a lot of heat generated, and so we may see some more melting of that area. I don't think we talked about that, but that's what I got out of it too.
Well, one thing that you heard was this sets the area on fire.
Well, that's
It,
right.
it will appear as a storm.
Yeah.
So whether that's a metaphor or whether it's, you know, exact, I don't know.
Do we do? I don't see it as on fire outside of possible volcanic activity because I'm going to kind of jump ahead a little bit, but we'll go back. But I was seeing pop-ups of gases, or it could be magma, or not, maybe it depends where it's at, but all around the Earth, and I was seeing little like holes pop up, um, and when a hole pops up and like a bubble, and you see a ridge around it, like the ground pops up and that's where the dirt goes. And I was seeing that. And I was seeing more, in my vision today, was seeing more of flat land, but that doesn't mean it's not happening in the mountains. And we know that too. And so there's obviously a lot of movement on Earth and under the Earth's surface.
Yeah, well, last time I believe you got something about the Earth burping.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And there was, what was that? It was something shortly after that. There was a big earthquake, I think.
Yeah.
So,
and Japan has been
there were
going
two.
through quite a time. Mm-hmm.
First, they were told it was an 8.0 earthquake, but so many miles off the coast of northern Japan. And then I saw 7.6. And then there was a follow-up earthquake I noticed last night at 6.6. So that's part of the Ring of Fire. Talk about fire, huh? Okay. More stuff comes in as we're talking to you. So it looks like a lot of things are happening on the top of the earth, and then explain what you were seeing.
There appeared this looked kind of cotton ball like if you just placed a cotton ball, you see the top half of it like a dome over the North Pole area. Cotton ball, like misty, glowing white energy at the North Pole. But a little bit before that, I heard your voice.
Oh yeah.
Said it's coming down, and
Emphasis down.
Yeah, emphasized.
Yeah.
Yep, sure did. And then that energy started moving counterclockwise. Yeah.
Yeah, that was because your attention was drawn to northern Russia, I believe, right?
Yep. I got arbitrary movement in northern Russia, and then I heard you say it's coming down, and then that energy started moving.
Mm-hmm.
So, what was it that you were referring to? It's coming down?
Yeah.
We don't know exactly. Could it be deep state activity? Something like that? Maybe. Don't know really. So we'll just have to wait and see what that transfers at.
Mm-hmm.
And it was the neatest thing after I saw that like cotton ball type of energy at the top of the globe. I heard, this is the year Santa really comes. so that kind of made me feel, I was filled with a little bit more peace about it.
Mm-hmm.
It felt more joyful as opposed to something.
It's scary.
Yeah.
Hey, shoot, what do you mean the top of the globe was melting? Like,
And then you saw fireworks.
Oh, yeah.
What, like fireworks?
Yeah, going up like in the dome. It looks like I could see fireworks, going up inside that. It looked like a dome, inside that dome. And then you saw the ball. A ball.
Well, after you saw like heat waves coming
Oh, yes.
up after that.
Yes.
After the fireworks.
And it was like in a going further down into another layer of the earth, a deeper layer. I could see these wavy, semi-straight but wavy, lines, red lines going down, and I felt that was heat.
Yeah, so I was trying to follow down to see where was the source of this heat,
Mm-hmm.
and I landed upon it was like a sphere of energy at or close to the center of the earth that was red. Let me see.
Then I saw a sphere, but it was metallic, which I've seen them before in my third eye, but it was metallic and it was over the dome.
Yep.
And I think it was kind of doing this, up and down, up and down.
Yeah, and we felt they were kind of communicating.
Yes.
Between like the silver sphere and the red sphere, something was going on to cause a release of energy or the beginning of some energy. We're not exactly sure
Yeah.
uh, what that is,
Mhm.
but I heard that this was phase one, and that uh, made reference to phase one and phase two of whatever phase two is to be.
Well, I think phase two is the red, the heat lines. That's what I wrote
Okay,
down.
okay,
The heat lines, those energy or red lines that were going up and down. You know.
okay. Those two, phase one and phase two, were more like not able to be seen by the naked eye, but phase three will be seen.
The storm.
And that's when you saw that, like that outgassing, those bubbles.
Yeah.
So those bubbles obviously will be seen,
Yeah. It'll be more.
experienced. So
Mhm.
uh, the earth is quite alive. We just dwell upon her, So she's got to move and shift and grow and everything too. So she's got her own thing going on. So we get to experience some of it in a good way, and some of it, well, hold on.
I just came to me because there's big things about climate change, and that's due to people. And I'm thinking, well, in a way, but not. Okay, so it's the Earth making changes, and it looks like the Earth is starting to make some drastic changes along with our sun. The CMEs, the coronal mass ejections that are hitting the Earth, and some huge ones of late.
Yeah.
And so it's all working together. So yeah, the Earth is getting blasted, and she's making her own changes.
Yeah, and I think it all, well, I know it all works together as one mechanism,
Mhm.
so these things, the sun helps us to do our own thing, to keep on going, to evolve and everything. So the
Mhm.
sun and the earth are hand in hand.
A life force that we are using right now. So even though we did talk about that, eventually the sun won't exist as we know it today for us, and that light will come from the earth. And we did discuss that a while back.
Yeah, a while back.
Yeah. So, well, that takes us into, though, to what we received today, because it all does fit together. And I don't know, should I go first? What do you think?
Sure.
Okay. Um, I'm going to say this because I thought, what? Some things you get and went, And it says, tonight's the night. And I went, okay. Whatever that means. So I'm going to leave it at that because I'm really not sure. But here's the words I received. The soul looms over the bay as crisp skies over open waters. Many of you may feel lost. However, as you look closer within yourselves, you will find a multitude of experiences, past, present, and future. Your world is opening up, and so are you. You position yourselves in this world, and you continue to ask, what's next? Therefore, your world is your stage. As all implodes around you, then what's next? An explosion. So many new ideas are springing forth, an expansion so great. What's next? Your awareness is opening wide, if you allow it. The new world is being staged by you. That's it.
Thank you.
You're welcome. So it's like, So an implosion, explosion. How much of this is in a physical sense? Some of it. Yeah. A lot to think about, huh?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah. Hmm. Talk about change. All right, go right ahead.
Okay. This is what I got. Messages from the great wide wonder. Infamous though it may seem, this Yule time, this mass of golden energy from afar, does come but once a year, at a time when the sun is furthest from the earth. A door opens to allow an influx of highly charged photonic energy to stream toward the earth. Your species has reached a point where your senses are capable of detecting, integrating, and making use of these energies. It is not for us to say how you should use them, but it is for us to see that the time has arrived for great things to transpire. Many of you have come to the place where your intuition and your desires have led you to discern your own news by distancing yourselves from the chatter being broadcast from every outlet imaginable. Be mindful of the birds, for they will tell you the truth. Be mindful of the horses, for they will lead you to the truth. Be mindful of nature, for she knows no other language but the truth. You have been given great gifts: discernment, the ability to learn and grow, the ability to share generosity of spirit, which includes the ability to share your love one to another. These are the times to share these great gifts with whomever crosses your path. Go in peace and bask in the glow of this wondrous influx of internal light. So, the highly charged photonic energy that comes through once a year is an internal light. So I think I mentioned last time about how in the wintertime the earth appears to go to sleep. The trees drop their leaves and the grasses go dormant. But that internal light, things of the spirit, that's what comes to life. And so that's what this is making.
And so when you said once a year, you're talking about photonic light, my mind went to the CMEs like we talked about a moment ago, which is photonic is light, right? So I'm trying to think of the question I want to ask on this. Would that be, to me, it's continuous, but yet we're furthest, we're close to the solstice. And so, at least in the northern hemisphere, we're further away from the sun.
This is talking about a light that is received by us as internal light. This is differentiated by the external light of the sun. So when the sun, our sun of our solar system, is furthest away from the earth, it allows this influx of light that is usually overpowered by the external light of the sun. So it's as if a doorway is opened and this influx of this photonic energy streams toward the earth, and we're able to absorb it and make use of it. It's something that boosts our internal selves. So it's differentiated from the external light of the sun.
Okay, thank you. It's like,
yeah, it's a where does it come from? It says it comes from afar, Uh,
Mm-hmm.
so on out there somewhere, maybe because it's coming from so far away, it's a blending of energies that quite magnificent and specific to our evolution. And we've reached a point now to where we can handle it and
Mm-hmm.
make use of it.
We're
So
at that
and
point.
sense it. So,
My attention went to the great central sun. You know, the source of all that is that type of thing that we look at as a place, even though is there such a thing
mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
in this simulation or
Well,
holographic universe? Go ahead.
the way that I understand it is the great central sun is that where the event horizon is, that area close to the black hole at the center of our
Galaxy.
thank you that word of our galaxy. So there's more than one great central sun for our neighborhood, so to speak, our
Mm-hmm.
galaxy. We have that's a great central sun. For like Andromeda, another galaxy, there's another great central sun, one that relates to them and their experience of life. So it's kind of a neat thing to know that
Sure.
there's different variations,
Mm-hmm.
variations on a theme.
Yeah, we blend together here on
Mm-hmm.
this earth because a lot
Mm-hmm.
of Andromedans here. Yeah, and there's still a lot of people on Earth that have that Andromedan contact. And Alex Collier is one of them. If you look at his work, and pretty fascinating. If you look him up, as Collier, Alex Collier. So he was on their ship. I think he said for 3 months. So I don't know how much time took place here on Earth, but maybe it felt like 3 months or more on the ship. But he learned a lot by being with them, and he has constant contact with them. So
Neat.
I think so. And we have contact with a lot of beings.
Yeah,
And
we were visited by Andromedans a
yeah, we
couple of
were.
times.
We were. Yeah. And
Yeah.
it's a galaxy, but it's right.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so there's a lot of different planets
Yeah.
in there. But it's usually, when you talk about Andromedans, they're usually the higher vibrational beings. But I think it might be a big mixture.
Yeah.
So are we.
Just like us.
That's like what we're
Yeah.
talking about, like, okay, get over it, get over yourselves. You're all a part of this too. So, it's part of our mission to do these podcasts, just to share that, hey, we're pretty incredible beings of immense powers. So there we go. All right. Anybody have do you have any more to say about that?
I don't think so.
All right. Any comments or questions or experiences that any of you that are listening want to share? And just type it right under chat, and I think there's an arrow for you to send it. So once you type that in, wow. While we're waiting, going to actually be a day early, so it's going to be on a Monday, the 22nd.
Second.
Yeah, so that's the week of Christmas. So just for me, there's a lot going on. I need my day before to plan. Having family over, and we have a big buffet and all that, and I make the food. So so I need the time to do that. But in the meantime, so much is going on in this world, and yeah, you can get caught in all the chatter from what you had written today. And yeah, I do listen to some of that chatter, and then it's like at times it's like, okay, what does all this mean outside of everybody wake up?
Yeah, yeah, and when you find yourself uh, feeling like your spirit got yanked and pulled down,
Mhm.
you know that something's not right and you need to disconnect. So you'll get the news.
You'll get it
You'll
one way
get
or the
it
other.
by other means.
Yeah. Yeah. At times, yeah, I want to listen to things, and sometimes it's like, nah, let's watch a movie, watch a Hallmark movie. You don't have to think very hard for those. They're usually pretty nice, happy feeling. But anyway, you all enjoy this month. It's eventful,
Yeah.
and we'll keep a close eye on the Arctic Circle. And but looks like we're not going to see anything until physically until phase 3.
Yeah.
So whenever that is, it's like what's next? The new world is being staged by each of us. So just understand the power that each of you are. All right, thank you. All right, any last words?
Me?
Yes.
Since,
Yes.
since I'm the only other person in the room?
Yes.
Yes. This past week, inclusive of today, you know how much I dearly love the animals. And there were two neighbors whose little doggies went over to the other side of life. One by the name of Libby that I had mentioned to you some time ago, I believe more than a year ago. We didn't know how long she was going to last. She had had a stroke. But I tell you what, that dog, if you can envision joy on four legs, that's what she was, and that's how she lived. Her last year was just uh, giving joy and being joy. She was just an amazing, amazing animal. Um, she did her best every day, every moment, and she she will be greatly missed by me and her human companions where she lived, and they've already gotten two more dogs, so there will be two more dogs who have a home that wouldn't have had that particular home otherwise. So um, thank you, Libby, for having been here and lived such a beautiful, beautiful life and gifting us all with your lovely presence. And directly across the street from where I live, little Tiffy uh, passed today, and she gave such joy to her companion who had lost his wife a couple of years ago, and so she was a great company, great companion to my neighbor, and I know little Tiffy will be greatly missed. Uh, little scrappy dog. Uh, she was a tiny dog, but her spirit was huge. She was like a Great Dane, so she had no idea how little she was. So she will be
Amen.
greatly missed.
Oh.
And I urge all of you to please look after all of the animals that you come across who have crossed your path. Um, Send love to them if they're in need. Please don't hold back because we here in the United States are in winter time, and it can be quite harsh. So just be mindful of these beautiful beings who have come here to teach us so much. And I wanted to tell you all that I hold you all in my heart every day. And I love you so much. And I can feel it when things are going sour, and I feel it when things have sweetened. And so I love you all. Thank you for being here.
Thank you. Much love to you, and thank you. Nice little message there. So we appreciate that.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. Merry Christmas to you.
Yes, Merry Christmas to you all. All right, we'll be back in less than 2 weeks now. All right, good night.
Good night.